Hockey fans, welcome to BoardCheck, Impact Media's weekly drive through the neutral zone of the world of professional hockey, especially here in the Atlanta area. I'm your host, Jeremy the Impact York. As you'll see, wearing something a little different tonight. This is a really cool band out of Nashville. Uh, Recently got this shirt, and I want to tell you a little bit more about them. All Black Temples. Definitely look them up. Put them on your Spotify list. They're on my playlist. They play almost every time I hit the playlist. It's really awesome. They've got "It's Not What You Say" was the big single from the last go round. Looks like "Fires" is the recent one as we in the last couple of years. "Twice on Sunday," man, they've just got so many really good songs. It's hard to kind of say it's a genre, but if you like just solid rock music, really good stuff. The transitions are really nice. But check out All Black Temples. I think underscore band is what they are on Instagram. You could probably just search for them, but definitely do that. Told them I was gonna give them a shout out. Appreciate the shirt. They did not give me the shirt so that I would talk about them. They had no idea I was going to do this. I told them once I had the shirt that I was actually going to do this. I won it through a contest they had. But definitely go check them out. They are super awesome. And if they are touring somewhere near you, go see it. Definitely go see them. They got other shirt. They got a really cool black shirt too, but I went with this one. Um, Lots and lots we want to talk about. I told them I was going to give a shout out. This is a cool shirt. In fact, is it? Yeah, yeah. Even got that on this. We, there we go on the sleeve. I mean, this is a really cool shirt. I really enjoy it, and like I said, I definitely appreciate them. And check out All Black Temples. All their I go through Instagram. It's where you can find them basically everywhere. Like I said, they're on Spotify. I think I found them on YouTube. They're on all those. Definitely go check them out. Tell them Jeremy from Impact Media sent you, and I know they like hearing that, and I like hearing from them that you guys uh, found them through me. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about. Uh, I think we're gonna start with the NHL tonight. I'm gonna start with the Predators and the Hurricanes. We'll talk a little NHL All-Star Game that happened a couple weeks ago, and we will also then we'll dig into some Gladiator news because Gladiators have some fun stuff coming up as well. So let's start with the Nashville Predators, who have started off the month of February pretty good. They kind of went on a little bit of a slide into January, then went into the All-Star break. Hey, those kind of things happen, right? They definitely do. But they opened up against Arizona last Saturday. They actually had, they had All-Star week off, and then they had their bye week basically was right after that. So they've had about 2 weeks off. And it's good to get some of the guys healthy. It's good to get back out there. And on Saturday, they were able to outlast the Arizona Coyotes and win 5-4. And that's just kind of where this team is. Philip Forsberg was their representative with at the All-Star game. I think he did some really fantastic stuff. I mean, like I said, this band is right there in Nashville. Predators, you should have them playing playing in between periods. Let's make that happen, right? Can we if enough of you guys listen, enough of you Predator fans start knocking on the doors of the Predators there and letting them know that All Black Temple should be playing at these games, right? I think so. Um Other than that, though, they have the upcoming schedule. Of course, the Predators will play tomorrow night, home game against the New Jersey Devils. They'll welcome them in. That is at 8 p.m. Central puck drop for that one. Is that 8? Should that be? No, I think that's 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. puck drop. Anyway, then they will welcome in the Dallas Stars on Thursday. They will skip right over Valentine's Day and Ash Wednesday, oddly enough, on the same day this year. First time since like the 30s or something. Anyway, and then of course this weekend they will be in St. Louis to face the Blues. 5:30 or 5 o'clock puck drop for that one. You guys know. I think the Predators are ahead of schedule. I very much think that where they are this year is it's nice. It's nice to see the younger talent. Evangelistas and all those guys playing with the Philip Forsberg. Is you're getting this mess. UC Saros is still just dropping the hammer behind the goal there, and this team, man, they're doing some really, really exceptional things, and I look forward to them doing a lot more in the near future. I think they can sneak in and be a wild card this year. They have the potential to sneak in and be a wild card, and I think they can wreck somebody in the first round. We'll see what happens after that, but all bets are off when you get the Stanley Cup playoffs anyway. We all know that, right? We definitely do. But what else they're going to tell you? That's pretty much all the Predators. Just make sure you're tuning into the games. Make sure you're checking them out. The Predators official podcast, the POP, with um, with Kara Hammer and Max. I feel bad. I feel bad. I should know his name. But it's a really cool podcast. They have a lot of players and a lot of front office people on. They do a lot of really cool stuff, and you should definitely check out the POP. Let's go to those Hurricanes. The Carolina Hurricanes, they were doing a little better in January. They off to a weird skittish start to start the season. They've kind of put it back together, and they've started February. They only had the first part of the month off. They were back playing this week. They lost to Vancouver on Tuesday. Then at home, that sucks. That's not good, but it's not bad either. It's coming out of the All-Star break, getting everybody back in gear. You missed a game, and you only lost 3-2. That's not bad. Then they really heated up as they hosted the Colorado Avalanche and beat them 5-2 behind the Marty Necas hat trick against Colorado. Colorado's a really good team. Getting behind their goaltenders really hard. Marty Necas made it look like it was, the easiest thing he's ever done. He's heating up at the right moment. That's what you need. We know Sebastian Aho's good. We know Teravainen. We know the household names and the big stars. But the world's finding out who Marty Necas is. The world's finding out who these other guys are, the ones you guys know and love and cheer for all the time. And for him to get that hat trick, oh man, it was definitely something else. And then they get the 1-0 win. They had to kind of bunker down on that one versus the New Jersey Devils. They spent the whole week at home. That's kind of nice. Sebastian Aho was their All-Star Game representative, and I think he represented very well. He was in a lot of skills competitions, did a lot of really good stuff, really kind of showcased. And yeah, I mean, he's a great representative. He's your star. You know that. There's other ones in the making, but he's the star. And then this week they will be on the road a bunch. As tomorrow night they will be in Dallas, 8 p.m. puck drop on that one. 9 p.m. puck drop on Friday as they will be in Arizona, and they will be in Viva Las Vegas, where the Super Bowl just was, on Saturday as the Vegas Golden Knights will welcome them into the Fortress. 10:30 our time puck drop for that one. Um, you know, the Hurricanes, now the Whalers throwback night. That was fun. I like the Whalers colors and their schemes and stuff like that. Unfortunately, there's a reason why Hartford doesn't have a pro team. Same way probably Atlanta doesn't have one for now. But at the same time, it was good to throw back, good to show everybody the Heritage Night, basically. And man, it's good to see them in those colors. It really is. They had a former Whalers player whose son plays for the Canes read the lineup card that night and just ties it in, just makes it so much more personal and just an all around good time. If you're gonna go, Heritage Night is always good almost anywhere you go. Thrasher Night is coming up for the Glads March 2nd. I'll tell you more about some of their promo nights coming up here shortly. But those are the really fun times to go. It's always a good time to go. But when they're doing those special nights where they throw it back to the history of the franchise or the city or just in general, It's always really cool. It's always really cool. But the Hurricanes, off to a better start. This seems like they're putting it together at the right time. We go over to the standings. Let's start with yeah, okay, there we go. They're giving me the right graphic now. Uh, we're going to start with the Hurricanes, who are second in the Metro Division behind the New York Rangers, who have been on quite a tear. They are 4 points behind them with 65 total points. I think they're going to end up with 100 points. I really do. Second's not bad. I think that's a good spot to be. As long as you win the first round, you usually get the better matchup in the second, I believe, because usually the top team plays against the last team in, and that's usually the hottest team. So you kind of want to avoid them when you can. But I don't think the Hurricanes are scared of anybody. So, like right now, they would play. I'm not sure who they would play. But the Flyers are 3 points behind them. The Islanders are 6 points behind them. I mean, the top three teams are just running away from everybody in the Metro. It's crazy to see Washington and Pittsburgh at the almost the near bottom of this division. The Devils, who are pretty good, they could kind of sneak in, maybe take a wild card here or there. Like Washington, Pittsburgh, they're kind of hanging around. They're just not, man, they're not the teams we thought they were. But while we're at it, let's go to the Nashville Predators, who currently sit in fifth place in the Central Division. They are 2 points behind St. Louis for fourth. St. Louis is a whopping 9 points behind the Winnipeg Jets. That's a lot. Winnipeg, I'll give you, you have my respect. You don't have my fanhood. You know that. And Winnipeg is in third, only a point behind Colorado in second. Remember, the Canes took them out the other day. And they are 2 points behind Dallas for first. That is a crazy division. I do still think the Nashville Predators can be a wild card team, and I think that a lot of that is what they're actually looking at. So that's kind of a brief overview of those two particular teams. What was the NFL? We had some NHL headlines, right? We did. All-Star Weekend, as we said, you had the All-Star Games, Team Matthews with Justin Bieber. That was cool because the Biebs can play. People don't realize that not only is he a Maple Leafs fan, but Justin Bieber actually has played hockey before in his life. He did before he became a singer, and he's pretty good. It was kind of nice having him out there. You had Connor McDavid with Will Arnett. Will Arnett, giant hockey fan. He's really cool. Um, Matthews, of course, ends up being the MVP. Okay. He played the game really good and was able to he ends up winning the skills competition as well, and it was in Toronto, so it was kind of nice to see that. And some of the competitions that they had were crazy. I think they let Connor McDavid kind of no, I think McDavid won the whole thing. But anyway, some of the competitions they had the one-on-one challenge where William Nylander of the hometown Toronto Maple Leafs won that one. You had the skills course where McDavid just, I mean, he. You play on Mario Kart and you run over the little arrows and you like shoot really fast, like you like zoom ahead. That's Connor McDavid when he wants to. He just hits the turbo button and he just flew around the course, just completely crazy. The passing competition went to Elias Patterson. The skills competition, speed wise, went to McDavid. Of course, he's the fastest out there. Hardest shot went to Cale Makar. Pasternak got the one timer. Accuracy went to McDavid. Stick handling went to McDavid. I think that's why he won the overall. And then the game. The game was fantastic. It was watching all those games and the mini games and yeah, it's terrible if you're a goalie, but at the same time, these are just really really fun. they've really made the All-Star Game fun and people watch it. People tune in for the skills and people tune in for the actual games because they're fun. They're just fun. They don't mean much. It's just pride between all the teams. It doesn't have anything to do with who has home field advantage in the Stanley Cup. Um, because that's baseball's problem. Their All-Star Game is okay, just a matchup here or there, but people tune in for like the home run derby. We're here, they turn in for the whole thing. NBA All-Star Game, they don't just show the dunk contest. The NBA does a pretty good job. So overall, just fantastic weekend. I think uh, the city did a really good job of hosting it the way they did, and um, yeah. What else do we have? Oh, it was announced that the NHL is going to return to the Olympics in 2026, which will be the next Winter Olympics anyway. Before, they were just doing college and amateur players. They could go. They were pretty much barring them from going because there were some injuries and some other stuff. And the NHL kind of got goofy and weird for a minute, weirder than normal. But they're going to be back. They're going to be back. Bettman said they're going to be back, so they're back. The whole NHL to Atlanta thing. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, guys. There are a lot of things, a lot of hoops still to go through. But that property out in what is the Alpharetta area, they pretty much got with the surrounding area, and I think the city of, city and the state and things like that. And they're kind of getting the money together to make it a big, nice NHL style complex. But they also didn't want to do it, go that extra mile until they had some sort of assurance from the NHL that they would at least be in consideration. One of those, I'll build it big and nice like you want us to, if you let me know that we have a chance at one of the next teams. And the NHL was pretty much like, yeah, you go ahead and build that, and then we'll let you know. And I said, no, that's not how that works. So they went back and forth for a second, and then it seems like they've come to some sort of agreement. Does that mean we're getting a team right now? No. Does that mean we're getting one next year? No. I think you're still looking 3 years, 4 years down the road. I really think 3, 4 years down the road, if you get the right ownership group, then I think that has a lot to do with it. And for now, I don't think that affects the Gladiators. It could, but in good and not so good ways. But we'll talk more about that as it goes along. Because right now it's still in production phase, so to say. There's no guarantee of nothing. People are getting a little more over excited than I think they should. There is no assurances. We don't know that there's going to be a team in Atlanta yet. I have a feeling if it happens, it'll be 2, 3 years down the road, maybe more. A lot of things need to happen. That's going to be a big, nice complex. I look forward to going to it for different events, and hope to see you guys there as well. There is going to be a four-nation a face-off rather. Can't read them already. Face-off tournaments February of 2025. What it is there's going to be four teams, one made up of NHLers from the U.S., from Canada, from Sweden, and from Finland. These could be the national teams too, but I think this is all NHL. And they're going to face off in a little mini tournament. There's not going to be an All-Star game that year, so they're going to take a break, which is fine. This is kind of do this instead. There's going to be like a little mini tournament between those four teams, and I think it's going to be just amazing, just absolutely amazing. I look forward to that. And other than that, feel bad for Todd McClellan. He got fired in LA from the Kings as a head coach. They started off okay, but in their last 17 games, they're like 3-8-6. It's not good. It's not good at all. Oof. That's rough. In the NHL, you gotta win more than three in your last like 17 games. It's crazy. But the interim Jim Hiller, I believe, is going to step in for now till they figure out what exactly they're going to do. And the only other thing I wanted to mention is that the Stadium Series is coming up very, very soon. That is going to be February 17th. So that is going to be Saturday, this Saturday, 8 p.m. on ABC. I will be otherwise disposed of. I will have to follow along from where I'm at. I'll tell you where I'm going to be at in a second. I'll have to follow along, and I will also come back and watch that. But it's going to have a jersey theme, not like shirt jersey. No, 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 no. A New Jersey theme, because this is the first time that a New Jersey team, as in the Devils, is going to be the home team in the Stadium Series. They're going to host the Philadelphia Flyers. It's going to be at MetLife. Like I said, 8 p.m. It's on ABC. It's on ESPN Plus. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a lot of fun. Devils and Flyers, they're going to be physical. It's going to be a really good game, and you're going to showcase that stadium as a big hockey venue. And that's going to be a lot of fun. It really is going to be a lot of fun. Pretty much all I was going to mention there. Let's get into some Atlanta Gladiators news. They're still on a little bit of a skid, but man, they play with so much heart. This is not like a bless your heart thing. No, it's they are so close to turning that corner. I don't know what's going to get them over that little bit of a hill, but they're so close. I mean, between Bones and anybody they seem to sign as a goalie seems to be all world. I mean, I hope we can hang on to some of these guys, but I also hope that they do well. They should get call ups to other places. But my goodness, are the goaltenders always so good with the Gladiators? Like I said, they're really, really close. There are some interesting maneuvers that have happened recently. Carson, is it Gesowich? I never get his name right, and I am so sorry, Carson. But he got called back up to the Milwaukee Admirals. We wish him all the best. We might see him later down the road, but I love that he's getting playing time on a higher level. And we wish Carson all the best. Cody Sylvester. Let's do the thing that most news outlets try to do. Cody Sylvester suspended by the Gladiators. Oh no, why would they suspend him? Well, it's what you do when the player opts to play overseas, plans to play in a different league other than American Hockey League or something like that. So Cody Sylvester got the opportunity to go play overseas. He is going to go play overseas. So in order to retain his rights, because the Gladiators get first picks at his rights if he comes back to the States to play, so you suspend him. And so they have suspended him. It's not like a bad thing. It's just suspends his rights, suspends his contract. That's all they do. And so they are going to sign some people to fill that void. But I wish Cody the best, man. I know a lot of people that went to go play overseas, and I know he has the blessing of Jeff Pyle, of Coach Nesbitt, Coach Neely, and he has the blessing of us. So wish him all the best. Lastly, they've got some games this weekend, or this week rather. They will play tomorrow night. That is part of the Sweetheart Night as well. And shoot, go pull that up. Yeah, I got the producer sending that over to me right now. It is Hearts and Hands Night or something. I want to get it exactly right. It's got a great name. Where is it? Can we send? Where is it? Okay, here we go. It is Heart Help Night. There we go. Heart Help Night. It's going to be tomorrow night. Puck drop is at 7. They're going to play the Stingrays. I think they could beat the Stingrays. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and say they're going to beat the Stingrays. You can go. They have a lot of they might have health screenings, or they might have ways you can sign up for free screenings, or get some good information about your health. It's something I have done in the past few months. I've started to really try to pay more attention to my health. It did not have to do with my latest birthday. A lot of people think it does. No, I decided to try to be healthier. I owe it to myself. I owe it to the people around there. I owe it to you guys. So I can come on here and talk each and every week and Hopefully entertain you guys and let you guys know about your favorite teams. Um, also, later this week, this Friday, 7:30 puck drop against the Savannah Ghost Pirates. What a great opponent for the theme night that this is. Great opponent. That is. It is, they say DC Comics night, but it's a little deeper than that. It is a little deeper than that because you guys know what night it is? Where he is? There he is. There he is. It is Joker night. It is Joker night this Friday at 7:30. You can bet yours truly will not only be there, maybe a little themed up myself. Definitely come say hello. Come see the great things. I'm sure there will be many fun characters walking around. There'll be some fun in games and prizes. I don't know if they have special jerseys. They might. If so, it's going to be fantastic. If not, I feel like there's going to be some really fun things. Joker's always been one of my favorites. I'm a big Batman guy too, but man, I always like me some Joker. Always, I'm always up for some Joker fun. But that's Friday night, and then Sunday they will host the Swamp Rabbits. 3 p.m. puck drop on that one. So 3 home games this week. There's, come to one of them. Come to all of them. I just told you I'll be there Friday. We're going to be at some other upcoming ones too. We're trying to do some fun stuff. We're lining up some really good things you guys are going to enjoy, and just come support the team because this team is really special, and you're really missing a good time if you're not at these games. So other than that, this is going to do it for this edition of BoardCheck. I am your host, Jeremy the Impact York. Once again, shout out to all Black Temples. You're going to hear about them all week on all of our shows because I'm going to wear them on. I'm going to wear this on all of them. And tell you, go to Instagram, all Black Temples _ band. You can also just probably search for them and find them that way too. You can find them on Spotify. I think I found them on YouTube. I need to look again, see if that's where it was. You can find them anywhere. Tell them Jeremy the Impact York or Jeremy from Impact Media sent you. And other than that, we will see you guys next week. Go Canes, go Glads, go Preds, go watch hockey.